Yeah. Hello. Hold on. Am I not getting the game on it? Hold on. Let's just read. Okay, that was weird. My headphones somehow got turned off. Oh yeah, I didn't check. It says that you have mail, so I guess I'll go check that first. No, stuff from friend. Thanks, friend. And what are these? Oh, I have this one. Yeah, I give this one back to you so you can share with someone who doesn't have it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going. Mm-hmm. Oh, good friend on Echo. Yeah, then I'm assuming it's an old doll again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave you the minion back since I already had that one, so you can share with someone who doesn't have it. Alright, what is this? Oh, that's just all that stuff. Go to Gold Saucer, and then can go to Ul'dah. Actually, hold on. And yeah, we're still waiting for that. Yeah, so we'll do that. All right. Oh, I'm assuming it's this quest with all the people. Oh, get multiple emotes. Hi Vincent Delta, it's a great pleasure to welcome you to this year's Little Ladies Day Festival. Have you partaken in this year's concerts yet, my friend? The songbirds and the sensual prince are, as ever, our shining stars on this stage, and they have been pressing oh so diligently for this event. Now, Maros, with seasonal sensations, songbirds and sensual prince performers have propelled their popularity to fever pitch. Their economic explosive defy expectation as they balance billions of yields and gains. You must get help by contemplate why folks flock to them, what forces drive this formidable fund of funds to flow. Herring. Forgive me, my Rockshell Ceremonies. I am Doral Thrall, renowned reporter of the Mithril Eye. Me gather information on these prominent performers and pen pieces for our next publication. I could scarcely ask for a more perfect opportunity for promotion. Where Mithril Eye goes, fame and prestige are bound to follow. The songwords of socials will be thrilled to hear of this. A thousand thanks, but then without further ado, I would like to solicit citizens of the city-state for their feedback. Do not get my tendency to focus on the financials might poise in the piece's perspective, so to speak. An objective observer would be ideal. Like, say, a passing adventurer? But yes, your impartial input would be not but beneficial. For me to brief you on our performers, then. The knowledge will doubtless previous references for your upcoming report. Thus, I shall begin with songbirds, the prime joy of Little Ladies' Days. Our talent trio consists of Ulala, dressed in crimson. Then we have Naomi, clad in yellow. And then, of course, Masha Maharka, donning blue. They have come far from their humble beginnings, and their tireless efforts have recently borne fruit. Of late, concerts have taken the realm by storm, winning countless new fans across Eorzea. And to be remiss of me not to mention Pickdock, our dashing sensual Princeton Violet. He's the newest addition to our lineup, a rising star of his own role. He stole many hearts last Ladies' Day. Oh, this is the same guy from the quest last time that I had to help, right? Were they the first one? They inspire one another, as well as their crowds, in equal measure. Their musical prowess is fresh, stirring breeze, breathing new life into the celebration as we knew it. This year will be all fun and concert attendance with a unique line of themed apparel, luminous for the occasion, complete with matching colors for each member of our merry band. So you appeal to all audience selling specters to support their favorite singer. A sound strategy, meanwhile, your press performers pinpoint their most passionate fans in the process, making it a more memorable experience. That, I believe that's enough to embark on our curtain. We just have sufficiency for some tried and true testimony. Simply say the word. Oh, it's so nice. I have to have this guy follow me. Let carnaging commence. To begin, let's just search from the stage just start startle spectators. Perhaps we might pursue possible leads in perimeter of the gate and all. We need to go seek out, speak to those songbird and central shirts, shall we? Can you learn our favorite song yet? No, here we are, Ulala's faithful. Goddess, where we in her present stage is second to none. And her warm smile can melt the coldest hearts. She may swallow, but the power in her voice more than makes up for it. That's not to say of her passion and her fans are meek. It's why she dons such fiery red hues. As speak for us when we do most anything for her, she asks with a winsome little smile of hers. Cinderella does seem to see her son across stirs your sympathy, you say, duly knows. I can sympathize. Both you saw her essential words? Oh, I love her say, I'm a Masha fan, through and through. She has the most amazing voice, and there's something about the way she dances really speaks to me. You can tell she puts pride into every facet of her performance and never fails to take my breath away. In fact, her dedication inspires me to be more mindful of day-to-day living. Even something as simple as descending stairs, I often myself think I must be careful when Masha needs me. Speaking of dedication, I hear Masha's come up with one of the limited time dishes being served at the quicksand. We ought to sample it for ourselves. The Martian readers provides a particular sense of purpose past performances extending to every day. Fascinating, all of it. With that, I think we accounted for all officials in this area. However, if Martian is so true, the seasonal songbird snacks are bound to be in multitudes. Yes, Shimani's astonished come. Let us continue the queries at the quicksand. Oh, jeez. I report for this, Roy. We will doubtless discern I'm one of Narumi's fans. Though she may be the most demure of the three songbirds, she harbors the quiet strength and endless compassion that cannot help but cherish. She approaches her art so delicately, so exquisitely, that it feels as though she is speaking to all her fans as individuals. It compels us to support her in her endeavor that she might always know happiness in the spotlight. So Naru employs subtle yet sincere approach, imagining such saintly smile on stage, while I could certainly see the appeal. Jeez. As about the stars literally as they when you come to the right place. My folks are head over heroes for the songers, but I've only got eyes for Picard. He debuted last Ladies' Day. It really won me over. As the central prince, he takes upon himself to cheat his fans like royalty. He's incredibly handsome, of course, but his honey words and sweet little smirk the highlights of every show. With that, he could be my prince every day. And when you shine his violet illumination at the crowd, he does notice, even if you're in the very back row. Last Lady Days, he winked in my generation. And well, even if he did actually wink at me, I'd like to believe so. The mere thought of Pickle's past productions is enough to make most fans swoon, a true testament to his talent. And if the rumors are true, he strives to serve all his fans, be it lads or little ladies. Whether it means there's hope yet that I can too be the princess under his sovereign smile. Soon, our foreigners possess a fiery fan base. With the wealth of wisdom, I am prepared to write. But one thing struck me as strange while we were wandering. I spied an elegant landlady serving songbirds central stage from afar. I'm interested in viewing her as well if she's so inclined. Shall we sally forth and see what she says? Jeez. There's just always so many people here. Greetings to you both. I don't believe I'm on Thorn. Is there all I can assist you with? Sir, a sign of the honored house owner. I'd heard you had contributed substantial sums to support the festivities. Come to celebrate and see the show I gather? Indeed, on behalf of House Thorn, my curiosity, I wish to behold the annual concert with my own eyes. It's hard to know that annual performance has blossomed such passionate showcase of song and dance. With that, I could join the audience and show my own support. Though you're hale enough to travel this day, I must advise against my leg. We cannot risk worsening your condition. Well, as a Ronald said, I have not the strength to sway through the river and jump about as I please. But from this vantage point, I can at least gaze upon the siege and audience from afar. A rather enlightening experience, all told. Even from this, it's easy to tell how much a performance means to all of them, how joyful they all are. I dare say their energy is contagious. Delight and devotion take many forms. If these crowds can find happiness by supporting their beloved singers, if we can garner an interest in this holly, but even for a fleeting moment, then I could ask for little. Avoid point blank, as if you're certain. All who answer in course delight in describing their performers, each selecting to celebrate in their own way. There is no correct answer how to celebrate this season, for only together could they make little days the fine festival has become. Such is likely the significant source of the singer's success. I must thank you thoroughly for your thoughtful ears shall serve fine dish in America. There are merely fleeting thoughts I had as I enjoyed performances, but I am pleased I could be used to you. I wish you both a delightful little lady's day. I want for your committed cooperation. Indeed, I am asked the matter of ardent and constant fans. Some will show support cheering in companies across the stage, while others will watch wistfully from ways off, or make merry by feasting on festival foods. As the performers popularly proliferate, so too their proactive methods to please their fans. Made for one's pastime is mysterious, marvelous matter. For our favorite fads, we oft find ourselves opening our wallet without so much as a second thought. And I am no stranger to that. Later, it's time we saw Sombre's Central Prince for ourselves, fully follow what the fuss is about, provided we have permission from the Royal Essential. Alright. Welcome back, I'm feared it was flat. As last tax, we wish to watch one inform as if we're welcome to do so. By all means, I have nothing more than read of your impressions within your properly published. For more actors, I like to spectate the show from afar. I ask you to take to the crowds. Enjoy the event, and I will reconvene once the stage is settled. The event here will furnish you with a set of solemn themed attire and portable illumination. Once you have obtained what you require, you'll need only wait for opportune moment to join the crowd. Man. During the event, the fate live from Moldova will appear on the steps and all. In order to participate in the fate, you must first speak with the Royal Handmaiden at Ruby Road Exchange. Prepare yourself to join Songbird's Central Princess crowd of fans. The satisfaction granted you by the Royal Handmaiden can be removed at any time by leaving the area or using a special action current call. Upon joining the fate, you will be giving 4 special actions. Each action uses a different colored set of illumination rods to cheer for Songbirds or Central Prince. Bear in mind, each performer is especially receptive to fans who cheer using their signature color. Yeah. Jordan of stop mind you with Central Princess Star, their subwall, their brown nor I assume it will only be like a minute at most. Rolling arms at once. So you decide what color you wish to wear. Currently, then I'll put yellow. I do hope you enjoy the purge. Please know you will receive a certain quest while feast crowd status is active. Remove this effect. Right. Just gonna stay here because I actually have to be in the area to know when it's active. Oh, there it goes. Yellow lights. Got plenty of yellow lights. Okay. I see. What? Well, not expecting that. Alright. I would not have expected that. Yeah, my thanks for your precision. For other crowds did not go unnoticed. There's best performance even from this gonna help but offer a round of applause. The fans' passion bird brilliance that was a heart blinding match only by those fiery fever performers. I see now why so many are drawn to such shows. Now time I'm worried about immersive involvement. How to feel Seaver's sights sound spectacle. Advice. I'll go with the second one. Advice with the fans' undying passions. Excellent, thank you. My thoughts I shall account for your attention articles. As I should be able to pen a perfect piece, but I dare not delay. A little late days. Oh, so long. Give my gratitude to venture. You have earned the rightful reward. I must take my leave, but fate's me fit again. So please see you enjoy the show. Do not hesitate to join again if you feel inclined. We've got plenty of performances scheduled. I remember my gratitude for aiding Durrell thorough. I wish you a wonderful little lady's day. Surface colors may be treated royal servant. There will be road exchange for gear and items. May exchange for stuff. Well, since one's starting, I might as well. All right.
So, in utterly bizarre trivia land,
It surprised me.
this is actually a slight redo of a previous event for, I think it was this event still. I think it was the Ladies' Day. Actually, it may have been this exact concept too, that you cheered them on using their respective colored glow stick. But regardless, it was treated more like a normal fate.
Like, how so?
Like, it was based on contribution credit. So you actually more quickly maxed out your rewards by being in a party with other people doing the fate and generating more enmity.
What?
You would get better rewards by being a tank in their tank stance while cheering them on.
So
Because like with fates and hunts, it's generate one of the credit metrics is how much hate you generate. So it was like that.
Oh wait, no, I talked to this guy.
That is kind of a lore thing where you can just like converse with a certain person and such.
Where then? Wait, I'm so confused. It said the royal servant.
No, not that one. Not that one.
Oh, yeah, that's.
Or the silver needle, silver nettle. No, you're going the wrong way.
Oh.
Down the stairs. Go to the other side of the people. There,
Left or right?
You saw him. You saw silver nettle.
Oh. I see it now. Oh, this one.
That royal servant, yes.
So there's the shirts.
Oh, good. The shirts each cost 2, so you can buy each of the shirts.
I just want to look at them all. Well, not point in getting the outside one if I don't have a house. Though if I get one tomorrow, then maybe I have to do more of these. And
I mean, here's the thing. If you don't get it now, your only other option to get it will be to buy it from the cash shop in a year from now.
Well, I'll get at least this shirt. This one. What's the emotes? Oh, there are more. They're just other colors. Trying to decide, do I want to grab the emotes or not?
You definitely will want to grab those.
Because I don't need all the shirts.
Why not? You can just store them in the armoire.
Well, so whatever, I get that, and then make sure I get these as well, I guess. Alright. Then use all the emotes. Then I'm gonna go to the trials. To the trial stuff. Teleport. It's in here. And then should be here. Now the question is, will I even ever remember to do it more to get the other stuff?
Hopefully.
So I'm gonna log on for a few minutes tomorrow, even though I have work, just so I can check the results for the housing lottery. A mystery thing. So I'm sure we have much in the way of information to share at the front line. We have received word that Gaius wishes to speak with you at the Alliance headquarters. I'll arrange an escort to take you to the headquarters, so when you're ready, depart speak to the fellow. Ready, head out. What you hear? There are to complete their analysis of the Ruby weapon. Sid Garland wishes to share his find. Can I take a spare few moments? Very good. Please wait here while I inform the others of your arrival. Glad you can make it, Delta. I'm sure you're anxious to hear what we've uncovered. I promise to create the Garlands have designed a system where the pilot's consciousness can be forcibly supplanted with data based on the memories and experiences of another. So even a rank amateur could obtain the combat abilities of a seasoned warrior. Personally, we learned that this wouldn't be possible when we opened the cockpit. The monitors were still operational. Among the messages displayed one particular phrase that caught my attention: synthetic aurosite system. Which is what exactly? Well, the core of the Ultima weapon was referred to as the Heart of Savik by the Alcians. We believe it to have been a type of aurosite. I can't say much of the synthetic sort at this stage, but I've encountered real aurosite before and it's extremely potent, perhaps equal to the power of the Heart of Savik. It's unclear whether early and simulacron possess the same properties as genuine aurosite, but I intend to follow the avenue of a core to see where it leads. What we do know is that we used to implant the combat data of Neil von Darnus into the pilot, who has been presumed dead since before the calamity. Are you close to discovering how they were able to retrieve the data? A link didn't occur to Gaius at first, but later told me of devices fitted to magic armor of the high-ranking officers. There's reason to believe they were designed to emulate the soul crystal used throughout Eorzea. Yes, that was rumored to be its purpose, but it's never publicly acknowledged. Perhaps those upper electrons of command wanted to avoid comparisons to the so-called savages they were meant to be conquering. There's also the question of whether the system even functions as intended. From what we've seen, you can assume they were successful in gathering combat data of those wearing armor equipped with the device. Is the comparison with soul crystals is valid? Perhaps the data was transferred via ether. However, it seems distracted not only members relating to combat, but the soldier's very essence. As you saw, the pilot succumbed entirely to the will of von Darnus. Though this is merely a supposition, it's possible that being fused with the root weapon's core accelerated the processing cost decreased, will get us to manifest its corporal form. Could it be that death of the pilot was caused by the system malfunction? As far as the root weapon itself is still largely attack what deactivated Sterling implies synthetic aurosite running amok that killed her rather than the damage occurred during battle. But even after our analysis, I'm afraid we don't have enough information for now. Perhaps we should consult Gaius on our next plan of action. Colony has come bearing vital information. I traced Ruby's weapon back to the occupied territory in World, which appears to be where it was built. Where exactly is Whirlit? While Omega is placed on the western edge of Gimlet, Whirlit lies on the opposite side. To the east, it was once proud and prosperous city until it was brought to its knees by the Imperial invaders. You seem rather well informed. Perhaps I should have taken you with me. I thought much was common knowledge. It's also where all Fawns and the others were born. But now the weapon project has brought them home. Yes, the place is now ready for Imperials and have established an airship supply depot at the coastal town of Turncliffe. According to the locals, something resembling one of the weapons was transported there a few days ago. I suppose it's ill. Were it possible, I would attempt to capture all Fawns and the followers before they could launch an offensive. However, the distance between here and Turncliffe presents a considerable obstacle, and in all likelihood their weapon will be ready long before we arrive. Approaching the sea would allow us to save time by circumventing their ground-based troops, providing we were able to secure a vessel. Or you could use the Enterprise and take the most direct of all, as the crow flies. In fact, this is a perfect chance to put my top-secret plan into action. And might ask what that entails? It wouldn't be much of a secret if I told you now, would it? What I can say is that there's a starring role planned for you, Delta. Oh no, Sid, what's your cooking up this time, Sid? Why are you so surprised? You didn't think I'd let you get off that easily, did you? I'll be here soon, so don't go anywhere. Oh, this is solo duty. I see Sid delights in keeping another surprise. I can only hope he does not make us wing.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Oh, it is this one.
What?
Oh, it's this one.
Oh no. Now you're scaring me.
No, Delta, you need to understand. Usually it's like kind of a sick, morbid thing where I'm like, oh yes, you're on this one. No, I'm like, ooh, you're on this one. Hey, Delta, I need to ask you one important thing. You ever wanted to drive a giant robot? Have you ever wanted to drive a Gundam? Meet the G-Warrior.
Delta. Oh, this reminds me. So there's this one manga I read, like, it's like whatever. It's mainly magic and stuff. And then all of a sudden, and then suddenly there's a Gundam arc to it. Like there's a straight up like giant robot tournament, fight tournament.
So I may have told you this, and ironically, one of these actually got made.
Epson Garland Ironworks
for
has used the ultimate weapon, the G-Warrior.
So for one of the April Fool's Day, they announced 2 sets of Final Fantasy XIV Elseworlds manga. Mm-hmm. One of which was the game being set in like a high school setting. And another of which was it being set in a giant robot universe. By the way, they did in fact have a set of enemy giant robots, 2 of which were piloted, one by someone named Teleji and one by someone named Adeleji.
Yeah, I think you did tell me this.
You see, it's funny because he was cut in half.
Jeez. I know elegant designs when I see them. Extruded from the ruins, no doubt. As a law, to be precise. We came across it during the course of our investigation and decided it would be a shame to let it go to waste. It will take getting this refitted relic to face the enemy head on. Yes, perhaps my knowledge of the ultimate weapon will be of use. Okay, on it as it happens, but first we'll need to form a test run in the simulator before throwing you into battle. Can we have... Come, we haven't had much time.
I also need to point out that the entirety of the writing team for this set of quests are gigantic mecha fans, And there are so many references.
What? What? Let's begin G-Warrior training simulation. I've prepared 3 trials for each of your basics. First, I want you to try attacking the guidance system. Don't worry, it won't fight back. The G-Warrior is armed with a ranged weaponry. Now's your chance to learn what it's capable of. What? So why do I have safety lock for heart boots or safety lock on? Preventing use of power boosters, safety lock. Preventing use. Auto heal, put on HP regeneration. Okay. So then, let's see. Ethereal Caramel deal. So this is just the basic attack. Final flourish. Succeed following weapon skills. Deals 100 to all enemies. Deals with the 300 to all enemies nearby. This and then adds an increased damage effect. Heals. Oh, EP.
That pyretic booster there is a reference to Gundam 00.
Reduces damage.
And that Ethereal Aegis is a reference to New Gundam. NU, not any Gundam.
Alright. Where else was this music from? Oh, it is from Izila. It's literally from the dungeon. This is I like this dungeon music. So far so good. Let's move on to something a bit more advanced, shall we? I guess I don't really need the map. Viewer also comes equipped with product features, which adds even more power to its weapons, increases speed and maneuverability.
Yeah,
this, however, comes at a price. Activating place huge strain on G-Warrior. Or so must be only short bursts. That's why it's best practice here before heading into battle. Now affecting the pyretic boosters.
Sorry. As I was saying, I don't understand why you keep your map open like that when you have the mini-map in the upper right. You're just using 2 pieces of screen real estate for the same thing.
What? Sorry, say that again?
I don't understand why you keep your map open during fights when you already have the mini-map in the upper right.
Oh wait, I pressed the wrong one. Neil's movement speed is much more improved, but showing a monitor G-Warrior becomes more and more structurally unstable as time presses. To activate the power, just press the same button again. Power source can mitigate certain amounts of damage incurred, but don't rely on it to carry you through battle. Now try using product grooves to destroy the target. Summon will launch wide reaching attacks in quick succession, but with your increased movement speed, you should have no trouble evading. you best deactivate the tumor while I explain the final travel. For defense and now let's look defense. This is where the ethereal eggs should come in handy. Actually, you can't keep the barrier up indefinitely as it will drain the G-Wars for power reserves, so you might even run out of energy for the weapons, so watch out. First, try destroying the ethereal Aegis. Mars shows how much power is being drained. Don't let it get too low. That's no turn off the barrier using the same button you just played it. Last roll will use the ethereal Aegis will attempt to destroy the target. I like where there's done, there's no way to escape attacks, so you need to weather them using the barrier. Alright, that's done. Natural, alright, that's everything. Time to end the simulation. Are you sufficiently prepared? Yes, I'm ready. So shall we divert for 10 clips at once? Alright. Whoa.
You actually get to explore the city.
Mm-hmm. It seems they were expecting us, but who is the pilot? Those are almost there. You better have your wits about you. Energy warrior, do the thing. I have control. Initiate combat mode. I'm gonna go with the first one. Initiate combat mode.
Initiate combat mode is a reference to Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. I have control is a reference to several mecha anime.
Now get ready to strike. It's time to fry this overrun squid. Is it too late to back out? G-Warrior engage! G-Warrior engage! That sounds awfully familiar.
Because anytime Sid makes his airship do anything, he tells it to engage.
For anti-econ war the sapphire weapon.
Also, that pose you just did was a reference to ZZ Gundam.
Mm-hmm. Can't afford to lose. It's all or nothing. Activating Oversoul. Hydra's combat simple ready. Initiating organic core overwrite. Nick, no, I can't hold on. I will monitor the situation from there. Follow my instructions and eliminate the target. Seems savage and busy. I shall enjoy breaking their new toy.
You can't just keep that barrier on all the time.
Do or do not.
You cannot.
I cannot get out of all this in time. Not always serial address. It's merged out of watch for signal moments. Okay, so it'll tell me when it's using a giant one. First strike complete, deploy Aegis. Come on. Dang it.
I think you needed to destroy those.
Because the previous time they had just done the across like attack one, so I assumed that's what they were. They were just the ones that spawned to do an attack across the area and then despawned. I didn't realize they were actual thing I had to destroy.
I was only not even mostly, I was only partially paying attention, but I saw you died to them using self-destruct, which usually meant you left the ads alive and did not kill them.
Yeah, because I didn't realize they were actual attackable ones. I thought they were just the ones that spawned, attacked across, disappeared, because they did that a couple times. I'm gonna be right back though. I have to go to the bathroom. Everything I'm back.
Well, I think I've identified an important thing you've just gotten wrong with combat.
What?
The boss is usually the least important thing to be looking at. If there is anything going on in the arena that is not the boss, that needs to be the focus of your attention. Because I was just thinking about, it's like, what is the fundamental thing that's different between how we're thinking? And then I just realized it. You were like, oh, I thought they would just go away. And I was like, that's it. That's it. Because whatever I'm analyzing a battlefield, I'm like, why are there orbs? What do the orbs do? What are the orbs doing? The orbs are moving inwards.
I know, but
I should probably intercept these orbs.
I know, but the thing is, with those, they were the drone, like they were like the drone like type things, where like they were basically looked like the same as.
I get you. They were bit.
They
bits,
looked like the same as the things that spawn that just do an attack across the screen and then despawn.
Yeah, but then you dismiss them after seeing that. And meanwhile, I would have been like, The bits didn't go away. Why didn't the bits go away? Oh, the bits are targetable. This is not good. Okay, kill the bits. Also, you always ask if you should kill the ad. Assume that if the objective is to not kill the ad, someone will tell you the objective is to not kill the ad.
I can just skip again since I already saw this. Dang it, I pressed the wrong button. Use this once and then turn it off. No, I didn't mean to turn it back on. I thought I didn't press the button. No, why do I keep doing that? It's because
you're panicking.
don't be in front of it and I'll be fine. Turn strike. Okay, got all those, and there's just one left. Come on, money. Alright, I was able to do that.
YOLO.
Got them all.
Nice.
Just gonna have this active in case, because I don't know if that's gonna hit everything or if it's just a line.
That was actually a good call there. I would have assumed that was a B in the middle, but you were correct there.
What does activate do? Oh dang it, I thought it was out of the way already. This is hard. For civilians, turns focus your attacks, you must let it launch its next attack. Oh, these things.
And don't forget the bits. The targetable bits. Okay, the turret's too late.
Crap. Hurry up and attack. Hurry to send you the watery grave. Oh crap. I do not know what I'm supposed. I guess do I just use this?
You were just beating in a DPS check there.
No, because my AP is really low.
Oh, that entire thing was a DPS check. Okay. So the...
I don't know what I was supposed to do then, because I
You were
wouldn't have
supposed to
enough
kill him
EP.
before that move went off.
I know, but I didn't have enough EP to keep attacking.
Because you keep the shield up all the time. What you're supposed to do in that phase is you are supposed to turn on your... the one that makes you move faster and hit harder and drains your HP. And you were supposed to kill it before it got that move off.
I was wondering why I was going so slow. I thought it was one of the ones where, like, it kills if you don't destroy all the stuff around it.
Legitimately, I was thinking that was the case too.
No, why? I keep pressing auto restoration right away by accident. I was not fast enough.
So, a thing I noticed, when the regular clones spawn around the battlefield, they always do a 270-degree cleave in front of them. So just get out right now. Get out right now. And there, you don't need to tank it with the shield up anymore. So just look at if they're looking towards you or looking away. If they're looking towards you, get out. If they're looking away, stay put.
That's just a straight line, so I don't have to worry about that. Or, apparently that still hits me.
Yeah, it's a wide straight line. You were inside of his hitbox just a little bit.
There's one I missed. Made it. Good. Activate spawns those things, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. They're looking away.
Alright, that's done, so take it all. Alright, now this is the thing from before.
Yep. Put the shield up, go start whacking him. Oh, sorry, I was late. We're supposed to put the shield up for his
I know.
raise.
I know, I was thinking it was the other thing.
We're looking at you. Now I think you'll do the tail thing, probably. Nope. Because you didn't either of them.
No, wait. Shield. Okay, good. I got it up at the right time. Right now, it's back to this thing, I think. Yep. Not worth it trying to get that one last turn. There isn't time for that. Come on. What? I don't know, this is gonna be close. Yeah, this is gonna be really close.
I think you got it. Nice.
That was close.
I knew you could do it, though.
Target has been silenced. Understood. Another minute threat has been dealt with. We should gather what information we can in Turncliffe.
There are two kinds of pilots in mecha anime, generally. There is the formal, sort of, professional soldier type. And then there is the, hotshot type. And that's what those two answers were. You beat it? That damn squid never stood a chance. And target has been silenced. Understood.
What?
You get what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a triple triad NPC here.
Where? God, I'm nowhere making money. My only hope is that I'm gonna have Kyle triple trial tournament and live with the winnings. Don't suppose you help me out with a few place rounds? You know, whatever. I'll try real quick.
That one's basically unassailable.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll put this one down here.
I would say take your top left and use it to, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're good. Use.
Oh, yeah, I did. I'm just gonna give it a couple tries.
Hey, I see a new triple triad NPC. I subject stream to watching me beat them until I get their card.
Yeah, I might just do that because that way I don't have to worry about coming back here for it, because I will forget about it. Yeah. Hmm. Oh no, this one's perfect for this one. Really? Hope you wouldn't do that.
I'd use spell to take it, yeah. And then just pray the fallen ace rule doesn't get in your way and it's a draw.
Yeah, whatever. So do this. Because that was a 9.
I mean, a draw is still a profited MGP, for as little as that means.
Would just stop putting something up there that I can't even get.
Hey Delta, can I see your triple triad cards?
Sure,
After
after this
this?
one. Shoot.
There's technically hope of winning if you put Squall in the middle, yeah. Also, Fugi Tech is being Fugi Tech again.
Of course. Oh, there it goes. Hmm.
Okay, so let me guess, you're having the game just auto build your best deck, aren't you?
Well, yeah, because I didn't feel like. Well, these are These are the ones that I currently have made.
Okay, I do not even care. All right, I do not even care about anything below 3-star.
Mm.
So, here's what I'm going to suggest.
Here, I'm just gonna remake the first one because this one was just made with the best of what I had at the time.
All right.
So I'm gonna filter it to 5-star and 4 stars.
And 3-star. We also want 3-star.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Oh, you actually have Terra.
Mm-hmm.
I actually say, yeah, use Terra as your ace.
Okay. And then what 4-star should I use?
Okay, for a 4-star,
That's 5-star.
let's
Here, let me remove 5-star since we have that now. And just go by 4 stars. Zaned,
okay, you have
Diablos, Hollow, Odin, Ramo, Minfilia, Nail Von Darnus, Ultima Weapon, Shinryu, Leviathan, Alphano, Alice, Uisaw, Sid, Vidonarv, GG, and King Elmer.
okay, you didn't say Amaric, correct?
No.
Okay, do you have Sid? Yes, you have
Yes.
Sid. Put in Sid.
Mm-hmm. And then just 3 stars for the rest.
Yep. Okay, let's do a quick check here. I'm just going to list off some cards that I prefer. Do you have Lena? Doesn't look like it. Lucia is good. I saw Lucia there.
Stun going through all these.
It would be near the end, so you don't have it. Okay, then previous to that you have Mistbeard. Okay, no, definitely. No. No. Okay. Next page, please.
I left the 2 pages.
Yeah, the previous page.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. No. Okay, that's. Then. What is that previous to Nero? Is that Susanoo? Yeah, that's Susanoo. Okay.
Yeah. Would Titan be good? It's a 1 on top and then.
No, I wouldn't go with Titan. looking through your cards. Where is... Okay, that's...
Mm-hmm.
You have him. Round rocks. And then kind of round rocks, that's Kidna, I think. Storage. Ooh, that's like an entire page of my 3-star cards that gets skipped between those two.
Well, yeah, because I don't think I have much, because I didn't play as much after
No,
Realm
trust me,
Reborn.
I'm not faulting you for it. I'm
I
just
know.
saying, wow, that is like an entire page that's skipped. Okay. You have a griffin.
Oh, Urianger.
That is probably going to be, yeah. Grab
Or Yashtola, because they're just
let's
they're,
see. You've got
or so all three these three the Paplimo and Yida,
yes.
Yashtola and Ranger, they're basically all the same, but they just have different. The directions are just different. Except this one's 2 and 3 instead of 1 and 4.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, use Ishtola.
All right. Save.
Okay, so I want you to notice a pattern here with these cards that I've chosen for you. Go and take a look at them real quick.
Yeah, I know. I know. I figure that's one thing. You want to have it like evenly spread out the higher numbers.
Yeah, I'm giving
order.
you corners.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, give it a situation. If you can't claim a card, you can place one of these defensively and have a good chance of it not being taken.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of ones that had their attacking sides opposite each other. So, that leaves you like, I'm going to take this card. Oh, I've left a 3 exposed. They can take this with a 1-star card. You see, this is still a rough case because legitimately what I would actually say is probably use Terra to take it from the bottom. Because even though they will be able to take your Terra, you will be able to take it back.
Okay. And then... Actually, no, I'll just use you.
Yeah, I'd use Lucia to take her back. Or yeah, that would work too, yeah.
I'll use this one first. Actually, no, because that one has 3 better, but this one... Because this one could still... take elsewhere. Yeah, and then I can use this here. And Sid.
Yeah, they're just kind of screwed. Yeah, I would put Sapphire Weapon there to take that, I think.
Assuming I'm gonna get, that's what I'm gonna get from it, is the Sapphire Weapon card.
And take Ruby with Lucia and hope that they don't have a 9.
Seer.
Round rocks in between the two. In between the two of them. I'd go Terra in the... Or no, Sid in the middle. Yeah.
Here? Or...
Yeah. Sid in the middle. Take the... Armored... No, the middle, yeah. Place Lucia bottom right, or yeah, do that. That one works too. Or take it with Terra. Yeah.
Give me your dang card.
Okay, I'm going to suggest one more thing you do with this deck. Just back out for a second. Or never mind. After this one, we'll adjust it. It's a small optimization. It won't even. Wow, that was a really boneheaded move on your part, dude. Take it with the armored weapon. I'd put Stola below Sid.
Take this.
Yep.
And then... Either way, it's the same.
Round rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going... This is going to be just a very small edit to your deck. Just go into the card list, or the deck profiles, whatever.
Yeah, I went to it.
Move Terra to slot 3 and Sid to slot 4.
How does that make a difference?
Some NPCs have the rule of order. So you play them in the order they are in your deck.
Yeah.
So this way you're not blowing your 5 and 4 star right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it won't help you with this guy, but, you know, like...
Just put this here.
I'm sure Cardfight Vanguard has similar situations that wound up arising, but in Yu-Gi-Oh! There is this card called Gors, the Emissary of Darkness. And if your opponent has an open field and you attack them directly, they can drop Gors, and Gors can absolutely reverse the game on someone. So even though Gors is no longer the game winner it once was, because Gors would always copy the attack of the monster, that hit in, people still always attack an empty field lowest to highest, just in case their opponent is packing gores. Because it's just good practice. So, like, it's just good practice to not have your 5 and 4 star first in your deck.
Stupid card, or else.
I don't know that feeling.
Shouldn't have done that. Okay, don't know why you did that. Dang it.
Wow, Fugi is being a problem today.
Just put this. You do not think of letting this one? No, I am not. Dang it, they took my 5-star card.
It always kind of sucks when that happens, when it's like, oh, but maybe they really wish they would give me their 5-star card for my 5-star card, you know? Yeah, that should be the win. Okay, maybe you should move on, though. Because you only, unlike me, you only play for limited times.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I would use Terra to take those both.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then I can easily get it back.
No. Don't take it back.
Yeah, I that was too late. Oh dang it. One more. Wait, no, why did you do that?
Yeah, use their 3-star to take it.
You did well to pilot you were in a short time. Yeah, with the only Argent Texas research should be able to gather valuable information, but it is dismantled. Perhaps we should take one last look upon our fallen foe. Your Shadow Father and his friends would track us down sooner or later. Now they're out of the store, but the sapphire weapon still isn't ready. And so it should still be able to fend them off, or at least buy us some time. Not quite how I imagined it, but it's a good way to die as any. First night. God, why are you still here? You're supposed to be moving the others. Weapons is a safe location. You can take care of that while I pilot the sapphire weapon. What are you talking about? I'm the pilot, not you. There is no need to put your life on the line. Besides, it's still incomplete. It can barely form basic maneuvers, so it'll be practically useless in a real fight. We have a solution, Oversoul. You want to end up like Melisandre? No, of course not. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But she didn't give her life away. The Ruby left behind data that's being used to improve the system to prevent any further manufacture. What difference does it make? What Silver Soul is activating the pilot fuses with the core? There is no way back. It is why I should be the one to pilot Sapphire Weapon, not you, Rex. Alfonso needs you. You and I both know I'm the least qualified pilot we have here. There's less to lose if I don't make it back. No, I won't let you. Please, Rex, hear me out. Ever since we were children, I had the smallest, the weakest, too afraid to stand up for myself. But I had best brothers and sisters a boy could wish for. You were always there to protect me. Now it's my turn to protect you. Take the other weapons and get out of here. See this through to the end. Do it for me, for Melisandre. I'm counting on you, Rex. You always did have a stubborn streak. Alright, Recon. I won't let you down. Just promise you'll wait for me on the other side. We'll meet again, brother. You all made me happier than I had the right to be, and now finally found my first. I have no regrets. Come on, Sapphire. We may be far from perfect, but we have a job to do. Let's give Father something to remember us by. The echo, I presume, what did it reveal to you? Recon, my poor boy, you were braver than most could ever hope to be. It's as we feared. I'm sorry, guys. First, we also now recon. We must find the remaining weapons and end this madness. Tell me, what do you make of Gaius Balthazar? I understand you have an acquaintance since today's Black Wolf. He claims he has shed his pelt when he took up the hunt for Ossians, but he's still the same man deep down. He certainly kept quiet about having a flock of foster children back in the Empire, though it seems he would rather bare his teeth to his former masters than allow harm to come to them. It tries my economic sense of it. Does he truly fight for the good of mankind, as he would have us all believe, or is he merely biding his time before he reveals his true colors? Whatever answer may be, it will end. He will always be a Garlean. And though that may be honorable men and women among them, have suffered much as more as a result of their conquest, barbaric campaigns in which Gaius Balthazar played no small part. My first encounter with Garleans 20 years ago, shortly after the fall of Alamigo. They continued their march into the lands that had long been home to the Duskwites. We sought to repel the invaders, but were woefully unprepared. Our bows and arrows were no match for their magitech. And even more powerful magics did little to slow their advances. I found the front line was locked unconscious in the open exchange. When I came to, I was alone, the rest of my unit slaughtered. I hurried back to my village to look for my wife and daughter, only to find the place deserted. My search lasted for days, weeks, months. It seemed they had disappeared without trace. I finally learned that from two Imperials held in Bermel that the village had been captured and used as test subjects for a poison gas that would later be known as Black Rose. They were never seen again. For 20 long years I roamed aimlessly with nothing but hatred to keep me alive. Eventually found myself at the order of Twinara, who offered me a place in the ranks. The desire for revenge was the only thing I had left, so without a moment's hesitation I accepted. Were it not for the war with Garland, I would have loved to work alongside the sooty-dwelling Gradinians who were long treating my kind as outcasts, but none of that mattered anymore. In all Caroline in Operation Archon, as you led the charge into the Praetorium, we were right behind you, and the place came crumbling down. Most of us were caught in rubble. I escaped with life, though many others were less fortunate. Having dragged myself through the rubble, I sought a way out. It is then that I encountered none other than Gaius Balthazar. On the verge of death, the gods delivered the man who once had robbed me of everything. I was poised, ready to exact my revenge, and then he spoke. I will not beg for mercy. I only ask that you stay your hand while longer. I cannot die until I have rid the world of the Ossian menace. For millennia, mankind has danced to their tune, but no more. Then, once we are finally free, my life is yours for the taking. I would have struck him down there had I not sensed truth in his words, so I decided to grant him a stay of execution and join him in his hunt. All this time I kept my eyes close on Gus. Though he is ever on the watch for pursuers, he has granted me ample opportunity to slay him, if I so choose, and still I might if he shows even the slightest sign of betraying our agreement. But for now, the Ossians are my chosen quarry. If they are indeed ones pulling the Empire string, then it shall not end until they have been eradicated, every last one. Though I could not save my kin, there are those who may yet be spared the horrors of wrath. Unfortunately, dealing with the Ossians will have to wait until we have brought an end to the Garlemald's weapon project. Though we may have vanquished 2 of the new weapons, we must take effort to prepare for whatever Garleans throw at us next. Perhaps Server can tell us whether Ironworks engineers have contributed any information of note. Ironworks engineers are still at work dismantling the Sapphire weapon, investigating Turncliffe Magitech facilities. Though they have yet to make their reports, they may have some briefs shared with junk. Please wait here a moment. You have to finish the investigation, but I can give you a preliminary report. Were you able to recover anything of note? Before abandoning the facility, they attempted to destroy anything they couldn't take with them, including many research materials. Luckily, some information relating to Sapphire's weapon data is still intact. Judging by what we saw during battle, it was extracted from Megalodon Hydrus, correct? It also appears the Sapphire weapon was actually in an incomplete state and therefore unable to perform at full capacity. Even so, it was mentally powerful. Had they been given a chance to finish it before we arrived, who knows how it would have ended. Indeed, we will not be so fortunate next time, so we must prepare for the worst. Our works will continue to investigate the Sapphire weapon and look into possible countermeasures. The Echo 40 glimpsed the conversation between Rickon and Rex prior to weapon deployments. Do you remember any other details? Bruce were an aesthetic orosight system to prevent malfunctions. Then it was never their intent to create the manifestation of Neil von Darnus. But that's one thing that was intended. Oversaw. Its activation results in the pilot being absorbed in the core, killing them in the process. Rex and Recon were fully aware of this, were they not? Then their death of the pilot was by design all along. Of all the hell could you sacrifice your own siblings to fuel these accursed war machines? Sure, there's no cause worth paying such a price. Nothing's more precious than family. The nightmare is far from over. It appears Rex has fled with the ruining weapons, and we can assume that Alphonse has the right intention of sending them into battle. We must find a way to disable them before Oversoul can be activated. I've seen enough death. I do not wish to see any more. There's no time to waste. Let us be about it, guys. So you're in charge here. Keep citizens safe while they carry out investigation. Understood. Please see no harm comes to Gaius. Warburgon, I'll need you to relay everything to resistant troops. Your first account should prove useful. If there are any developments, we'll be sure to contact you. Please down storage door opens like unfortunately tourism move off. But give us security word. Factor can take down if you're looking to No, I assume that's just to do that testing. And then this
no, it's to take screenshots in different poses that are basically all references to various mecha anime.
Ah. Yes. Go back. It sounds like you've been quite journey all the way to judging by the fact you made here one place. I trust everything went according to plan. So I should count on mind putting the G order through the pace myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than supervising this travel, I'd imagine. Anyway, as before, I'll compile the information report and leave it over there for your perusal. Should you find Silicon Clyde, if we hear anything from Hector's, we'll be sure to pass it on. Oh, I get a decoration. Sapphire decoration. Meanwhile, the 7th Legion's world headquarters.
Yeah, this guy might be one of the worst people in this game.
I'll come deliver my report, Lord Valens. Is he returned, young Alfred, or was it Alec? Not that it really matters, of course. I hear you and your other brothers and sister allowed so far while falling hands of the enemy. Do tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid that is the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now, I need so long as to say it errs to me and forgive me, and I'll forgive me when it suits me. Tell me whatever your name is. Who was able to beat this sapphire weapon? Our sources state it is the one known as the Warrior Light, who was assisted by Sid Garland and Gaius von Balzar, my lord. Guys, yes. He seems been quite the troublemaker of late. Defected from Garo, assessing him, or whatever is next. Oh, well, there's no use crying over spilt milk. Which become quite customers in surviving the world. The particular value comes from a rare breed of cow, you know. Only 100 of them exist and pamper every day of their lives. Yes, they're quite valuable. Using their milk dries up, that is. What does that their senses are just like all the rest, for that is their law in life. Jesus Christ, once they have served their purpose. Decorate the roots of our once so you could deliver them good for opportunity. And see now Sid and Garland rubbing his hands with glee at all the technological marvels we've bestowed upon him. And let God's well get the better of you. How do you think it reflects on me, the look at us of the Ascended Legion? Humiliation by chair. Humiliated, I say. You're the only way to deal with the worst visual feels like. Wait for me in the correction chamber. You need to be taught lesson in obedience. Yes, my lord. Forget my usual remarks, but time of your meeting with the head of magic development. Oh, how time flies when you're whipping useless shoulders in shape. Yes, I'll be along once I've made myself presentable. Can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip now, can I? What are you doing here? You wish to see me, Lord Valens? Did I now? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you joined the military of your own free will along with your fellow orphans. Judge of what you spread. You see, my firm belief that love grants us the power to move mountains, overcome obstacles. You shall realize and take my hand, I shall show you the way. Good to see you, Delta. It's pleased to report Master Golan and others uncovered a fair bit of useful information of the Imperial affiliate in Timbercliff. In fact, I'd like to rendezvous guys in the town square, where he'll reveal what they found. Once you're ready to depart, the escort leader will lead the way. Every process will design his findings. So we're informed of Delta's arrival. Thanks for coming. So what have you discovered? To tell the truth, we're lucky to obtain any information at all concerning the lengths which the Imperials were to cover the tracks. See, the hangar below is not used to store weapons, but played a critical role in their creation. We not know the code names given to the three of the weapons, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Obviously, we are unfamiliar with the first two, but the third is something of unknown quality. At the very least, this confirms the existence of another of those abominations. What are we waiting for? At the very least... A lot of problem lies in discerning the whereabouts. Not locals have seen anything resembling a weapon being transported either by land or air, which course leaves the option at the sea. According to what fragmented data we're able to recover, Emerald weapon is equipped with aquatic abilities, much like Sapphire. Any escaped handcuffs would have gone undetected and potentially be anywhere by now, but on Fall's plans to have it absorb more primals. Logical choice would be Eorzea. Shall by sea will allow them to circumvent the line and Gimlet entirely. Alliance must be alerted at once. The literature will sever. It seems that was still complete when some Legion withdrew from Tincliff. Formal Olympic was transported to another facility, not finishing touches. Your supposed lecture. There are searched but two possible these Castrum Marinum in the Nautil Sea and Castrum Occidens in eastern Lemnosia, both which are known to harbor remnants of the 14th Legion. Your former subordinates, guy. You as my objects unchanged. Vulnerable, you and Survivor will make your way to Extremos, while Delta and I head for Castrum Marinum. Should we look at the Emerald weapon? We will give the signal to dispatch the G-Warrior and eliminate it before it can be activated. Sorry to disappoint you, but we're still repairing damage sustained during the encounter with Sapphire weapon. While our gun machinery has its uses, bugger to find replacement parts in a pinch. Actually, we're going to expand in a pretty impressive arsenal, but the G-Warrior itself is in no state fit for combat. Where, for Magma Post, I can provide armor submersibles to help Delta and Gus reach Castrum Marinum. I'll have us set ahead to Vesper Bay. So really, I don't like the sound of that, Professor, and I should go. So fortunate that our destination is approached by land. I pray you safe journey. Watch out yourself, Delta. Time we depart. Let's make our way to Vesper Bay. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Peter B. I'm back.
Welcome back.
As for Master all instructions, Cerberus was ready when you are. For that part, I received some scraps of intelligence regarding your opponent from my colleagues in Turncliffe. Apparently, he uses some sort of levitating hand-like appendage, 6 of them, in fact. Though we're not quite sure what the purpose is there. Sounds like that having eyes at the back of your head might come in handy. But that's all well and good. No, I'm afraid. Yeah, my thanks. After all, for Imperium, the Emerald Weapon is indeed transported to Castrum. You will need to enter via the dry docks. We shall do likewise. I won't expect the measures in place to keep out intruders, but security system can be tricked to reconciling us as a superior vessel. That's infiltrating the facilities merely first step. Should the emerald be activated, it's only a matter of time before the pilot uses oversoul. We'll silence the war marking out before that happens, and fault with that, grant the poor soul at the helm of mercy of swift death. As these wounds healed more quickly, I could have gone with you, but I fear it will only slow you down. As such, I shall provide you with sober I can from afar. Whatever happens, the emerald one must be defeated at all costs.
I'll be ready to queue with you in just a second. I have a hunt that I'm going and doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have an idea. Just manually queue for it right now. Go and repair your shit too.
There should be a repair person. Yeah, there is a repair person right here.
The amount the repair costs is directly proportional to how much damage it is. There's no minimum cost, so there's really no reason to not just repair all, unless you're planning on replacing it soon.
Okay.
Okay, Delta, in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Fugi Tech.
Which way, like in the OBS or the actual site?
Actual site. And where is it you actually get the browser source at?
There's a big thing on top that says source.
Oh, yeah. So go ahead and grab that.
Well, I mean, I'm on the source section, but I don't see anything to copy. Oh, there it is. I guess it's this. Wait, so then what exactly do you want me to do?
We're going to make sure the URL is working properly.
How so?
Uh, Hold on. Okay, go and just click your model. Your model's one. You click the clipboard. Now, go into your OBS and delete the source you are currently using for your models. And you're going to create a new browser source in its place.
I just edit it and then
Yeah, edit it, turn it off,
and then just delete the
but
URL
not,
and then
we're not changing the URL.
mm,
We are putting a new browser source on, period. So hide it, change its name, and then add a new browser source.
like so. Browser. Should have make source visible
Add-
selected, right?
Yeah. Okay, now paste the URL.
I think here I'm just gonna recopy it just in case. Okay, I put that on. And then do I click control audio via OBS?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have audio. So,
Yeah. Shut down source when not visible.
right. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
And then refresh browser.
Sure. Yeah.
And then page permissions.
Just press OK.
Okay.
All right. Now move that back into position, resize it properly.
Okay, there. Think that's fine.
And we'll see if this has the same issues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would be a good thing to do right now? Go to Ul'dah, do that fate a couple more times.
Did you say you couldn't do it while waiting?
I don't remember seeing that. I'm not saying it didn't say that, but it'll be the first time I'm hearing of it.
The music just randomly stop. All the other stuff is fine.
What do you mean the music just randomly stopped?
Oh no. Oh, it's back on. I guess it would have. I guess it was the end of the loop or something.
Oh, okay.
I assume you're the tank.
Yep.
Mhm. There we go. This is it, the emerald weapon. I've been expecting you, Hero Eorzea. Look for this is the power we command. Mark 5, Anti-Icon War Machia, the emerald weapon. Dang it.
Kind of rotate around while moving in and out. Easier to do the closer you are to it. Also, if you'll notice, it did in fact cut off the edge of the room. Be between the two plus signs.
Wait, not yet.
Blue knockback circle. Always approach, but do not enter the blue knockback circle. Get under it. Between the two pluses. Don't be on the side with the hands, if I remember correct. No, wait, it's orbs. The knockback circle?
Dang it.
You're at a bad angle.
Can't afford to lose. Now you can beat them first, activating overstall. Calls our combat to ready. Engineering organic override. Hell yeah, Alphonsus, goodbye. Rex, what have you done? What does it mean to sweat that glow? We witness the glory of the Empire. Several other times of energy could static oversight be causing this.
If you have that get bar on the side of...
Wait, that's not the safe spot. Nearest that. Okay. Somehow I got lucky and was on them in the right order to not get hit.
They're going to attack in the order they are, so look for the holes.
So it ends. Well, how would Rex really for this? Right, if I ever learn to shoot, I must concentrate on the task at hand. Of course, we will not need to wait for Sid analysts to tell us whose compound data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nonetheless, the observations I made during battle may prove useful. As a matter of fact, that was not the only information I was able to gather. I intercepted the signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting the 7th Legion. They must have known that the Alliance would follow the Emerald up in here sooner or later, and they made good on escape. I mean, there's no way is now clear for Sid to expect the war marking his remains. We got here as soon as we could. Not that could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. For what we know, it seems that Emerald Weapon was Ilm for Ilm, a great deal more powerful than the previous two. This is Aldecan, who knows what sort of monstrosities the Legion will consume next. Nevertheless, Delta has proven herself capable of overcoming the worst the Red Power has at its disposal. It made believe the Unit Customer Mark was free of anything resembling a weapon, unfortunately it was also devoid of any useful leads and became away empty-handed. Solidly, part of me wishes we never found the Emerald Weapon, perhaps then Rex would not have been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I only hope he is finally at peace. We'll do what we can to spare the others from sharing his fate, and the orcs will search for a place from top to bottom for clues about 7th Legion's plans. For that, allow me to sweep the area for booby traps and the like. I would not possess the Imperials to left a few surprises for us. Agreed, I'll go with you. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald carefully, that is. So you knew all this time, didn't you? You must have reckoned everyone except me. You, Rex. Yes. That's what the Snake site is, the fusion between pilot and core. That is the key to Oversoul. Unless we use it, we have no chance of being father and newfound friend. They stand between us and the primals, without which the ones will never reach their full potential. If you knew the truth about Oversoul, you would try to stop us. Of course they would, but what I don't understand is why you were also willing to give your lives for a weapons project. What is it for? In the day, father left. The House of Gods protecting the Guardians lost any respect they once had for us. Look cruelly pales in comparison to Valence. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities, and endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. But no matter what they do to us, we'll never lose hope. If it is to do the strong and lead the weak, we will become strong to protect those who cannot protect themselves. The one project will give us strength we need. We'll create a world where people like us can live without fear or persecution. We all want to see a new world for Savali, even if it's give our lives to make it a reality. But why me? Your Spencer and I have changed us all except you, Ali. Even with everything you've seen, you're still caring and same girl we grew up with, but more than anything, you deserve a chance of honest. That's what we all agreed. Listen, right now the soldiers assigned to watch over us have been called away to the capital. Now is our chance to get you out of here. Why don't you come with me? If Alfonso and I were to run away now, that will only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. This is their way for putting the deals far and so us. Our lives are a small price to pay for Willet's freedom. How can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it. I'd rather be at your side, Ali. Rex, take her to the holding cell. No, let me go. Don't win or lose. The plan is to hand over the custom to the father, is that right? Yes, they'll take Ally and the crest before the guardians return, while you will be free to pilot a woman without her interference. We can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. Count on you, Alfonso. Don't let our sacrifices be in vain. Rex, you haven't forgotten what you told us. You mustn't use you overall. I can't lose you too. Well, no, I can't win without. Besides, we need combat data of the Emerald Weapons fighting at its peak if we are to have a chance of protecting the synthetic Orosite system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Forgive me, Rex. Don't worry about me. If this is where I'm in, I'll do so with smile. The rest is up to you, Alphonse. The girl I spoke of, she was locked in cell, but saw no harm in letting her. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been quite through the ordeal. No! Why, Rex? Why? Speaking of Shark's Coral, I'll take back to for analysis. Perhaps she should come with us. There's no use in staying here. The rip is taking care of Ally. But maybe sometimes
everyone's hair color has matched up to one of the weapons.
If anyone is to true, Alfonso and Rox locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I will know more of what her brothers hope to achieve. The way must resort to such desperate measures. I was conditioned some improved, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There's one other thing I thought you should know. When we checked for her injuries, we saw her back is covered in welt and bruises. Who did this to hurt her? It seems she was subject to beatings on regular basis, judging by the various stages of bruising. I dare say this was the work of her guardian masters. You speak as though you've seen this before. Seen, I have lived through it myself. I was born in world 23 summers past. My mother was a local woman. My father was pure blood guardian and a member of the occupying forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of family ties was the extent of the responsibility he took from me for bringing me in this world. Still, it was more that could be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by people who treated us like Valley's guardians did. If not worse, though, if I were to become an imperial soldier, my situation was somewhat to those who would cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear, and so I joined the army. The exemption I earned was about temporary, however, as my superiors were quickly to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Zeno, Ciegalos, and Alamigo. In the Kias follower I seized the opportunity to flee to Werland. Well, I was never much of a home. It was all I had, but nothing could prepare me for what awaited. I had for many years suffered from poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my office, the guardians had denied her treatment, claiming that it would be wasted on such. By the time I could return, so if there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in the world. I would punished for the if the appeals to cover my reason for my return, and I would never accepted my so-called countrymen to begin with. As far as my legs could carry me, and that's when I met Gaius. So that is the truth. Other than thanks goodness, as I know not of your past, it sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such a vile creatures. I'd always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead, yet there are those who become drunk on power afforded by their station and prey on the ones that should protect. Like a canker, the corruption has spread to every part of the empire. Even those with godly blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the aura, and use its target for abuse being so few in numbers. Perhaps like me, Ale thought she would be spared such treatment once she joined their alliance. Only hope that with time, Ale can put the past behind her and make new life for herself. For now, all we can do is wait for her to learn to subside. It is Valen's turn to keep watch. Let's ask him if there have been any changes. So you're here to ask Ally. Is she willing to speak with us? Or you just somewhat, I would say, provided you do not cause her any undue distress, wait here. Sorry, what happened to Rex is my fault. Those who were you, they died because of me and my foolish ambitions. Father, no. This cannot go on, please, Ally. You must tell me what I need to know. Of course. First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we were parted. So much time it feels like a lifetime. After it disappeared, we were all assigned to newly reformed 7th Legion. At first, he was like I was quickly replaced by the next. Eventually, a man named Valens von Vara was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that, he was a specialist in experimental magic weaponry. Later, so he was ordered by Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-primal marking of the weapons. But after Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he fought, and his greed for power only grew. Some even say he was planning to use the power of the weapon to lay claim to the throne. I think there's another reason for self-assured with weapons parts. Not that he'd tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put together pieces. He's jealous of you, Father. Fallen Varus, I must admit, I was only recently that I first heard that name. Valens used his knowledge of magic devices to devise various military strategies. He was given position in the army and quickly rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He was one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you, and after that he was assigned to serve under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the Ultima weapon. Valens resented you ever since, going so far to oppose your deals you upheld. We treated those who served the Empire based on merit rather than race or origin. Valens was adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. It never ceases to me how far someone will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away, nothing could come from it. Does the mark on your body are his handiwork? Yes, Valens. Amen. We are no more than father for experimentation playthings, which they invent which every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained in Garlemald, this would have never been forced to endure this abuse. It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Valens if we wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced to choose. That's exactly why we couldn't run. Saving ourselves would be condemning others. But if we were to stay, see the weapons project to completion, we would gain power to defeat Valens and the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. That we might start fish and find a place we call home, and not just for us, but for any who wishes to leave in peace. You would give your lives to a future you may not live to see. Took courage from your teachers, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we gain the strength by whatever means necessary. We will fight for the sake of those who cannot. We knew that you never considered our position in the weapons project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. Us pilots were the only ones who were able to stop villains. We know just how powerful the weapons are. He would use them to bring the world to its knees. His masterpiece is the worst of them all. If only I could get my hands like that, I could save Alphonse and all of Werlet. I know you and Alphonse stand on opposite sides of cliffs, but there must be some way you can help him. He may call you our enemy for, but he never meant he still loves you, Father. You are everything he aspires to be. I have failed him. I have failed you all. But I refuse to abandon him to fate. I will free him from Valence if that's the last thing I do. Thank you. He needs your help now, more than ever. Sally, I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate one was not born too great, but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow my footsteps. I knew all too well where they lead. I'll do all I can to help your brother. Pray, tell me where he is. He's... Sorry, I don't know where he could be. In that case, I shall have Alice spy scouts. Wherever he is, we'll find him. As for you, you must stay here and rest. You're the one fresh gone Rosetta, aren't you? We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. I have no right to ask you, but lend my strength, lend my father your strength, save Alphonse. I know why they call you a hero. Alphonse, I'll do what I must to free you, even if it means going against father's wishes. But I have a good feeling about his new friend. Sarah, see that she has everything she needs. Arrows must be performed the trolling events. May I ask you to relay the news to the troops in Garabania? You know, for us, Mayflowers has been free for every life you save. You and 1,000 more. Is this your ideal of redemption? Call it what you will. For all my traverses, I believe I still have some part to play. Was that all in spirit, or will you honor your words? Seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. Return to Garabania? Victory of Wormwood expected was not a fine display on your part. Not that any of us were there to see it. But as Union, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account of what you mind. Good grief, sounds like an awful lot to contend. Rather you than me. Add the survivor growing check-out report. Sharing one review of this information ahead of the next story. Now maybe so. Looks like our deals have taken the troll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention, but until then, be sure to get some rest. Meanwhile, 7th Legion's correction chamber.
I gotta go over to raid.
Okay.
You stay cute though.
New good friend. Through about 3 pitiful displays of ineptitude. Ah. Worse, one Parmacaster purchased through no list has escaped. Hey. You should go around too. That's fine, guys. After everything I've done, and this is how she busy. They're all right. It's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her. You have failed miserably. Don't just stand there, boy. Of course, your first time isn't come on. There's no need to be shy. She's so thinking holy. I mean, it's hard to cleanse his trouble spirit. He look people the only way I shoot. If I were grateful and want him to get better, don't you? You're right now. Let's try again, shall we? Alright, burn out the bed. Burn out the bed. This guy is sick. Burn out the bed. 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 Bad. Burn out the bed. Oh, completely. You've done well. Very far, very deep. For you. So you're caught above the rest of the charges, but it appears as mistaken. Since you allow the rest of the sister, it falls on you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your assistant will kill guys, von balls, or whatever it takes. And if someone tries to try to betray me, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Like the vermin they are. That I will forcibly issuing or stall using Xenos as comedy, so whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need is to sit and let the synthetic oversight system do the work with you as its conduit. She thanked me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. The ground purchases for the Orbital trial are complete. We await your orders. Splendid, there are never a dull moment around here. And then, boys, would you like to see something special? Well, I have a secrets to share with you. My chance to know thanks to sacrifice my dear so as finally the weapon will be mine to command. Once it's reached precision, it will be onslaught first balance, then that part itself will fall, and it will be free at last. Father, keep Ally safe. No one Rubicon Rex, this through the end, I promise. Till then, watch over me. So, is it ready or not? Charles Higgins has been primed, sir. Get on with it. Issuing Civic Oversight System loading dive and weapon simulation. What's going on? Yeah, but also the research. Where your name is, the time has come for contribute to the Garly of Garlemald. Soon we would use ever take part in my experiment, you'd let my family go. You have Lord Xanos' data letter. Activate Orton and be quick about it. Understood, Lord Vanus. Gallus combat sample ready. Initiating organic core overwrite. Ah! I know. This is what takes me. I love you. I'm sorry. Where is my prey? Great core one, of course. Xenos, Gallus data loaded. Subject sitting about to seek out prey right from the browser, regardless of cover across it may boast. And you boats are not a ravenous beast. Enough, shut it down. Diagonal synthetic oversight system. Harold, I know what a mess it makes a cockpit. I just stands in prayer for another. Unfortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting. So you agreed to release the Sailing Exchange Traders Corporation. Yeah. My irony had said what sense you were the great Ralph from bargaining savages, how more fool of him for trusting me in the first place. Using our weapons channel is pushing. Yes, of course, just a moment, please. Distinguished hunts, perhaps I should use lighter materials. I think as everyone to preparing this you face behold the Malachite Marauder, the vicious ready and brilliant, the Joanna's giant, perhaps not the last one. Hey, what's the emerald weapon? If you whisper no Smith's making its true life speak possible. If you receive regards designs for Zero Star Islands, perhaps most probably were free floating manipulators, which allow us to attack from multiple angles simultaneously. We learned positioning was based on techniques used by gods himself, which led to Imperial Vision World. A surrounding target that barred from all sides while keeping it pinned down. I was able to fully replicate God's renowned deterministic gunplay technique at a much larger scale. I wish I could have seen it for all you're so lucky. God goodness me, all the ticking got me rather parched. For our opponents of a nice local art, time for us to fire out the reality virtual combat simulator experience to see what wonders it can conjure. I think I have an so it'll say I didn't warn you. That's remember extreme now accessible. Better runs to the bathroom. And yeah, my head feels like a heavy. I think I'm just gonna finish up. Hmm. Yeah. Bye. Dang.